Hello, it's Zwadi here, aka that Red Guard, aka EastPAWZ, aka Phoebe. And hello, I am Zawadi, daughter of Hammerfell, a child of Yokuda. Alright, I wanted to talk about my list. This is my list, no one else's. My five picks for best PC games for kids. If your kids are bothering you, aggravating the hell out of you, and you're not sure if they should be playing this game, you're not sure about the violence in it. I know some teenagers right now that they can't even play certain video games in their house. Like a friend of mine, I think he's still in high school, or he maybe just started college. I need to ask him, but I think he's still in high school. He can't play Call of Duty unless he's playing in a basement. But I think that everything, the entertainment center, is basically in the family room, so he can't really play shooting games at all. Because of his parents are immigrants, and they think that that's a bad influence. That American gaming and shooting games is a bad influence. Maybe it'll make kids pick up a gun and do something. No, you're already crazy before you pick up the gun anyway, and he's not. Okay, okay. This is the number one pick. I'm going from number one. Maybe I should start back. Let's go start at number five. I already showed you number one. Let's go to number five, all right? Number five is Rising World. This is for an older kid. I'm gonna say a teenager. Rising World is a sandbox game where they can use their imagination to make anything that they want. Anything possible that you can make in Minecraft, you can do it better here. Anything that you thought you can create in Minecraft, it's done better here. If you wanted to make a hobbit house, you can make it. If you wanted to make a stone house, you can make it. If you wanted to live in a cave, a bunker, you can make it. And you have to start off with basically half naked and a wooden axe. A stone axe, I'm sorry, a stone axe, and then you go and forge everything. The possibilities are endless. I've seen people create palaces with this game. I wouldn't even call it a game. It's just like something where you can use your imagination. And for me, I've been trying to create a log cabin in this thing since last year. I still haven't got it yet. That's because I'm not spending time in the game like I was when I first started my channel. I was really into this game, and I think I was having more fun creating thumbnails for this game than I was playing it. It's because there's been so many updates since I played it, and I haven't even learned all the updates yet. I mean, you can even, all the new tools and items that they have in this game now, it's just, so many things added to it. It's like whenever I take a break from it and I go back, there's another update and there's more things added to it. And the best part of the game for me personally is going into a dungeon. Oh, and I did that the last time I was in the game. Going into a dungeon and finding some badass weapons. But you need that if you come across a bear when you go and look for some wood or whatever. And I also don't get lost anymore. I used to get lost a lot before I could make a compass or find a map. I don't get lost. Well, yeah, I still get lost, but I have to die, and when I resurrect or whatever, I have to make sure that I have my tent set down near my camp, and I'll res near my tent. But yeah, go check out some of the videos for Rising World. It's a good game, and I would say this is for somebody that would probably be a teenager, not somebody that's 5 years old. All right, those little kids, no games for you coming up. Alrighty, people. Oh, number four. Number four is City Skylines, and I would say this is for probably an older kid also. Everybody's heard of City Skylines. There's so many downloadable content for the game. I can't even explain it. It's just so much. But it's a city building game, as you can see I wrote here. It's for PlayStation 4. You can get it for Xbone, for Microsoft Windows, of course, for Mac, Linux, and basically all the Macintosh operating systems it'll work on. Yeah, and I said there's just downloadable content. There's just too many to list here. There's so much. I would wait for a sale and then buy the whole package. Just wait for a sale and buy the complete entire package. You don't want to be left out with a DLC. Every one of them are good. And I really want this game, but I'm going to wait for a sale and I'm going to get it. But I'm also going to get I'm gonna wait until I can get a good gaming laptop or computer because I don't want lag in the game. But this particular game, I don't own it. I do not own it, but I would recommend it because I've seen people play it. I've seen all the good reviews and everything, and it works really good up on all operating systems. So that's a plus. Works on everything but the Switch, and I don't care about Switch. I don't like Nintendo. Anyway, all right. Kerbal Space Program. A friend of mine that's in Steam, she plays this a lot. She spent a lot of hours in there, and she's very smart. So I'm pretty sure Space Program, she's loving that. But I don't personally own Kerbal Space Program. I've just seen all the good reviews, and I'm basing it upon how my friends are playing it and the time they're spending in it. And would it be a good game for, somebody that's considered a minor or whatever? I would recommend this program. If I had a kid that was into Kerbal Space Program, I would be super excited versus them playing Call of Duty. So Kerbal Space Program is a space flight simulation video game. It's made for Windows operating system, Linux, PlayStation 4, and Xbone. That's Xbox One. So yeah, I don't own it, never played it, but would I get it on a sale? Or would I don't have time for all the games that I have. I have too many already. But would I get it if I had a good computer and wouldn't have any lag? With my ships taken off? Definitely, I would get it. And would I buy it for a kid that wanted it? I would definitely get it. Yep, I would do it. Okay, the next one, number 2, is Stardew Valley. Everybody's heard of this one. Overwhelmingly positive indie game here. It works on the Windows operating system, Nintendo Switch, Linux, PlayStation, and Xbox One or Xbone. This is basically a farm simulation here. Would I play it? Yeah, I'd feel kind of like kind of juvenile. I'm too old for stuff like this. But anyway, would I do it to pass the time? Yeah. Would I recommend this for a kid? Yeah, I would. This is a really good game. It's a really good game. I don't own it, just for the reviews I've read a lot of the reviews, and based upon the amount of people buying it and based upon the reviews, and we all know that PC gamers give some honest reviews. I mean, brutally honest reviews, especially on Steam. And if a game gets bad reviews, guess what? They can't sell enough to even update or even hire somebody to work on a game, and they leave their game and abandon it. So this is not one of those. Stardew Valley is a good pick for a younger kid. I would say somebody under 10, they could probably have fun playing this game. All right, let's go to number 1. And you've already seen it, Contraption Maker. Some people might say, why did you pick that? I mean, that's not a good game. It's a game. I chose this because of the amount of time that a kid can spend in this game and get lost in just learning how to build contraptions. And they have to use their brain. You can't just go in there and say, let me put this here, put this here. And when solving puzzles, you have to think about it. You have to use your brain. That's why I chose it for the number 1, because you actually have to think. You're not just doing something like feeding chickens and micromanaging this and let's go do this, that. No, you have to actually create with this game. And you can use your brain with this game. That's why I chose it. But not only that, you can create for other gamers. They can create puzzles and maps or whatever. I should say puzzles. They can create puzzles and then post it on Steam where other people can go in and play their contraptions and their puzzles that they created, and they can download other people's puzzles and go in the workshop and just create anything. And you can also record your video and automatically upload it to YouTube on their channel, or if you have a family-friendly channel, it's great. This is a great game. So this is my pick. Number 1 would be Contraption Maker. Go down a list here. Stardew Valley, number 2. Kerbal Space Program, number 3. City Skylines, number 4. And number 5, Rising World. And you might notice none of these are games like that are passive and you're just like, it's not like a GTA 5 game. And that's not passive, but what I mean is like, you're not just playing a game, you have to think about what you're doing. You have to really think about it. It doesn't feel like a game. It actually feels like work, but it's fun. So that's kind of why I chose what I chose. That's my list, nobody else's. I didn't take it from the internet or whatever. I based it upon games that I own, plus what um, what the reviews were for good games when it came to sim games, simulations, and things like that. And I didn't just focus upon indie games, even though a lot of them are. So that's my list, folks. Number 5, Rising World. Number 4, City Skylines. Number 3, Kerbal Space Program. Number 2, Stardew Valley. And number 1, Contraption Maker. I'm sorry if you didn't like my list, but I think those 5 games, go and buy that for some kid and give it to them and say, here, have fun. I think they'll have a lot of fun. I really do. I think they'll really like it. And a lot of these games work on the console if they want to play there also. All right, people. Take care. Peace.